Look around and see the smiling faces in this sea of divinity. And notice that everyone is lit up from the inside out. Just sometimes you may have to look out the side of your eye, your peripheral vision, which is a good meditation practice as well, but that's something else. But you can begin to see the light that's within all of these beings. And you begin to see that what drew them here was an inner announcement of wanting to become more, never less than their true self, and to be in a community of individuals who were loving the presence of God in and through and as us. So shower these beings with a great degree of thanksgiving for showing up. Because they showed up, the vibration of support has been amplified. Thank each other. Just kind of give each other a little thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. We look at the live streamers and we say thank you for showing up. All around the world, thank you for showing up and adding your frequency and vibration in prayer to the whole mix. And then look at the being sitting right next to you. If you're here for the first time, this is how we begin our services. Look at the being right next to you and let them represent the entire congregation, all the love streamers, and you might as well let them represent all of humanity. Look at that being and say, you're pretty. You're wonderful. You're magnificent. You're lovely. Paradise is in you. Joy is in you. Power is in you. Intelligence is in you. Peace is in you. Creativity is in you. Enthusiasm is in you. God is in you. And you have come to set these qualities free. To loose them. And make a mighty difference on this planet. And to change the world for the better. Let's be this. Let's do this. Together. In the here and now. And so it is. Amen. Feel into that. Feel into the power of community. Feel into the power of love. If you notice, you have temporarily abated the surface tension of worry, doubt, and fear, projection of worst-case scenarios into the future. You're right here and right now with your spiritual family, embracing a presence that is never an absence. Our theme of the month is your journey to your true vibrational address. Your true vibrational address is that you are living, moving, and having your beingness in the presence. Your true vibrational address is that there is a celestial light emanating from the fire of all creation, and your life is an emanation of that. The true vibrational address is that every quality of the infinite is already within you, waiting for recognition and activation, cultivation, and expression. Your vibrational address is heaven. Your vibrational address is peace. Your vibrational address is a spiritual paradise. You're on a journey of unfoldment to your true vibrational address. The journey always begins with this instant being a fresh starting point for your life. This moment is a fresh starting point, a new beginning for the unfoldment of your life. Therefore, you're releasing the past in this moment. You're releasing the conditions of the past, and you're saying to yourself that this precise second, this instant, is a fresh starting point. Something new is emerging through me now, and it is not based upon any condition or decision that was made previous. This is a new moment. Your journey to vibrational coherence, your journey to vibrate, your true vibrational address begins with this second is new. What am I planting? What am I seeing? What am I saying? This moment is changing my vibration. The vibration, the journey continues with the greater understanding of the word unfoldment. Unfoldment means there was already a perfect spiritual idea that is unfolding. You're not adding anything to yourself at all. That which is within you is unfolding. Your journey to your true vibrational address comes with an understanding that you already have everything neatly tucked away within you. And now you're going to untuck it. You're going to release it. You're going to allow it to unfold. So, new starting point. You've got everything, and it is unfolding. Your vibrational journey continues with the absolute truth that you are supported in this unfoldment. Not by people necessarily, but by the presence that's never an absence. So as the reading indicated, you're not looking for things outside that you can touch. Your support is emanating from the universe and its laws that are supporting you in the unfoldment. So you're waking up, fresh starting point. I have everything I need. I have all the support I need. That becomes your vibrational signature. Now you become aware of two things said from two different perspectives. One, you are becoming more and never less than your true self. Say it, I am becoming one. I'm becoming more of my true self and never less. And secondly, another way of looking at it is that the presence of God is becoming conscious of its life as you. So you have both perspectives. You are becoming more your real self, and the presence of God is coming into a greater awareness of itself as you. God is already total conscious everywhere, consciousness, but it wants to know itself as you. It doesn't want to have ignorance preventing it from being itself as you. It doesn't want to have fear or doubt or worry or a belief in lack or scarcity, keeping the presence from being itself totally as you. So from one perspective, every insight that you have, every revelation, every moment of coherence, you are becoming more of your authentic self. And every time that's happening, the presence of God is becoming more and more and more conscious of its own life as you. So you are answering God's prayer to let God be God as your life. And God is answering your prayer by you becoming more you on a regular basis. So whether you approach it, I'm becoming more myself, or whether you approach it, God is knowing itself as me, it's the same thing. As Master Eckhart indicated, God sees you through the same eye that you see God. You are at one with His Holy Spirit that is everywhere in His fullness. And so as vibrational beings that you are a vibrational being. You're more than flesh and blood. You're more than what can be seen with the physical eye. You are a vibrational frequency. Your original vibrational frequency is the light that lights up every man and every woman that comes into the world. But your signature is created by your perceptions, your thoughts, your conversations, your beliefs. All of that creates your unique vibrational signature, of which the presence, through its universal laws, finds you and feeds back to you your particular vibratory frequency that you are emitting. So when you wake up and you say, this is a fresh starting point, it's a new day, it's a new moment, new instant. Everything that has gone on previously has nothing on me. I'm free in this moment. When you begin with something within me is magnificent and it is unfolding. And when you begin with the awareness as I am truly supported by the presence and its magnificent laws of mind in action, you begin to create a frequency that more than what can be seen becomes a signal. And this signal is shouting out to all the universe. It's shouting out all my needs are met. It's shouting out everything is working together for my good. It's shouting out I am whole and healthy and complete. It's shouting this signal out. It becomes your frequency. And when the frequency changes and you become more authentically aligned with your true vibrational address, form changes. We'll always remember Dr. Norman Cousins, who laughed his way to health. He had degenerative bone issues, he had cancer, and he would go into fits of laughter to change his vibrational frequency. At one point, he brought in movies of the Three Stooges and all manner of comedies, and would watch them on a regular basis so that he would find himself laughing, even though paradoxically his body was betraying him. He would find himself laughing, lifting his vibrational frequency until the disease disappeared. There was no more vibratory frequency around disease or discomfort. And he came up with this particular formula that 10 minutes of laughter equates to 2 hours of pain-free living. And that was his particular formula based on what was going on in his body at that particular time. He discovered if he just laughed for 10 minutes, the endorphins would shoot through his body temple, the immune system would amplify, and the body would begin to heal. Now, for some of you, you may only have to laugh a minute. A few of you may have to laugh a whole hour, I don't know. But his formula, 10 minutes, 2 hours of pain-free living. He shifted his vibrational address from disease and age and discomfort to I am moving into the paradox of laughter. I'm disconnecting with the frequency of disease, and I'm laughing and smiling, and the frequency said, "You all right." The signal went out, "You're all right." The signal went out, "You're all right." And so we are here to consciously do that. Remember, our vibrational frequency is made up of our perception. It's made up of our chronic thoughts, chronic beliefs, opinions, chronic conversations. That creates our signature. But here, in your spiritual community, where the main word in the community, or one of the main words, is practice, where you set aside moments every day to practice your affirmative prayer, to practice your meditation, to practice your affirmation, to practice lifting your vibration by any of the ways that you've seen go on here today with the meditation, the chanting. You begin to practice, and then you begin to notice, as I indicated on Wednesday evening, that when you are embraced and you begin to embrace the presence of God, the presence that is never an absence, and you begin to load within your perception and conversation and thought, you begin to load in the creative ideas of beauty and love and wellness and well-being and prosperity. You begin to work with these qualities until they become more real than the very chairs you're sitting on. You'll remember that this law that is operating has no relationship to time. It has no relationship to pre-existing conditions. And it is infinite and limitless. And so when you become aware that it has no relationship to time, it is not operating, this is going to take a long time. The moment you begin to realize you're the fresh starting point, at the end that it's unfolding, it's already here. In the moment that you embrace that precise second, it's already done in the mind of the infinite, and time is just a measure of its unfoldment according to the season and the law of the unfoldment of that particular idea. You plant an apple tree with an apple seed, it's already done. And then time is simply the measurement of the unfoldment of the idea that's already complete. But the idea itself has no relationship to time. Why should you? The idea itself has no relationship to pre-existing conditions. It doesn't care about pre-existing conditions. It just knows its own self, and it is limitless. Now, this one is very important because of the fact that it is limitless. It is without limit. And it is infinite, and this presence is everywhere. It does not care about what needs to happen in order for the unfoldment of the idea. It will create whatever is necessary if the idea is held with integrity in the mind and in the heart and the soul, with the feeling that it is already done. Your vibrational signature. So thus, when you hear the word of the topic, hey now, I am here. It is a verbal reminder, hey now, eternal now. The eternal now. In the eternal now, all of my needs are met. In the eternal now, everything is unfolding for my good. In the instant, in the holy instant of the now moment, everything is working together for my good. Hey now, say it, hey now. Hey now. I am here. I am here. And when you say I am here, that is a reminder that you're at the center of the mind of God, and you're at the center of the universe that contains trillions of galaxies. You're at the center of it. And at the center of it, everything that it is rushing through you to reveal itself. I am here. And so when you say, hey now, I am here. When you're saying that, just you can say it throughout the course of your day. Sometimes when the surface mind starts to have some tension, there's some fear, some worry. Hey now, I am here. Hey, eternal presence. Hey, the eternal now, I am at the center right now. I am not in the world. I'm not flitting around. I'm not fumbling with circumstances and situations. I'm not manipulating. No, I am here. I am now. And then decisions and choices come from this awareness. Is it loving? Is it real? Is it authentic? Is it true? Is it beautiful? Is it kind? Does it create more peace? We begin, I am here, I am now. And now what happens? Your vibrational signature becomes so strong that even while you are yet praying, answers already start happening. Beyond your words and thoughts, your vibrational signature has gone before you and prepared a place. Which is why Ralph Waldo Emerson said that what you are thunders so loudly I can't hear a word you're saying. that vibrational frequency is emitting itself beyond words, beyond thought forms. It's emitting itself. So what is our role? Our role is to understand that we're on a journey to our real and true authentic vibrational address that is already within us. This is a new moment. We have all the support we need. And as the Joel Goldsmith reading indicated, as you have a greater relationship with the invisible, greater relationship with that still point within you. You have, and most people want a great relationship with the world and with people. And they go out and get all kinds of feedback. What should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? Shut up. Have a greater relationship with your silent partner. Have a greater relationship with the invisible that's everywhere. Have a greater relationship with the presence of God and feel the support of the presence. And then, as that choice and that next step in your unfoldment happens, it will be from God, from the presence. And your vibrational address, you don't even say anything, just miracles just start happening. Doors start opening. Opportunities start showing up. They're not coming from people. The people might be the instrument. The people might be the channel, but it's coming from God. And because God is limitless, God can use anybody and everybody to make a point and to make a mighty difference. Oh, breathe here. Release. Close your eyes for just a couple of seconds. And I want you to feel into this. First, I want you to say, hey now. Hey now. I want you to feel into what you're doing here is that you're bringing your attention as a reminder that in the nowness of this moment, all of your needs are met. That right now, you're not projecting to tomorrow or next year or later on in life, because all of that is built upon now. So right now, when you say, hey now, you're reminding the surface mind to come back into a coherence. All of my needs are met. Everything is working together for my good. I am duly supported by an invisible presence. That is becoming more real to me than the world of visibility. It's becoming more real to me. I have a silent partner that shows up in my life according to my signature. And then we say, I am here. Say it.
I am here.
Say it.
I am here.
Say it.
I am here.
I am here.
I am here.
This is our reminder throughout the course of the week that we're at the center of the universe and the center of the mind of God. Now, your surface mind will run off and see traffic and see all kinds of things going on and all the world of phenomena and get you all caught up into that. That does not mean you're not aware of the impermanence zone. You're not aware of the world of phenomena. It doesn't mean you're not aware of things going on the planet, in the world. No, but you're not drawing your sustenance from it. I am here. I'm at the center of the cosmos. All of the presence is where I am. So at the course of your day this week, you just notice that if you're way out in the land of experience and world of phenomena and fear and doubt, is worry is capturing your attention, you say, hey now, hey now, now, hey now. And then you become aware that your body's breathing and all of your needs are met. That becomes a spiritual talisman. Now, letting you know that your need is met. Hey, I just took a breath, I'm good. The presence of God is closer than my breathing and nearer than my hands and feet. I'm all right in this second. Hey now, right now. And then you say, I am here. I am here. I am here. The very center of the universe. Now, all of this good that is waiting to spring into your life through you, mind you, is waiting for you to practice. And we talk about practice. We don't talk about practicing perfection. We don't talk about, practice makes perfect. We talk about practicing of perfection makes perfect. Because so many people, they're in practice, but they're practicing worry. They're practicing doubting. They're practicing fearing. They're practicing, they're in practice. But they have more practice in negativity than they do in affirmation. So we don't just say practice makes perfect. Yeah, it makes perfect worry. It is the practice of perfection that makes perfect. And so that which is perfect, and perfect is not static, it's an unfolding good. Hey, now, I am here. I am fully present right here. And my vibrational signature, based on the awareness that this second right here, not 5 minutes ago when I was worried, but this second right here, this is a new starting point in my life. This vibrational signature that's now beginning to emit through me is based on my greater understanding of unfoldment. That there has to be an idea first before anything can unfold. And the idea is that we're the image and likeness of pure spirit. That's the idea. That's the big idea. And it begins with an ever-increasing awareness that right now I am supported by a presence. And though the presence is infinite, and though the presence is invisible, it is indivisible, undivided from me. So now that I walk in the world, but I'm of the frequency and the vibration of the Most High. I'm duly supported. Everything is working together for my good and my vibration. And when I say my, I'm talking about all of us here. I'm standing in proxy for everyone. As my vibration is lifted, I become impervious to the onslaughts of negativity from the world, mass media, wherever it comes. I'm not there. I'm here. I'm not there. I am here. I'm not there. I am here. Hey now. I am here. Hey now. I am here. Hey now. I am here. Look at your neighbor and say, hey now. We're here. Look at your other neighbor and say, hey now. We're here. At the center of the universe. The center of the mind of God. Check this out. You're at the center of prosperity. You're at the center of infinite supply. You're at the center of divine peace. You're at the center of divine joy. You're at the center of divine beauty. Cosmic intelligence. Transforming knowledge. Divine well-being. Hey now, I'm at the center of life. I love life, and life loves me. I love God. God loves me. I love joy. Joy loves me. I love health. Health loves me. I love the all good. The all good loves me. Oh, I love to love. I love to love. And I love life. Take the holy breath. And just feel right this second as you have temporarily and maybe on an elongated state blocked, inhibited the surface tension of around worry, doubt, and fear, projection of worst case scenarios into the future. Your vibrational address is your home and your vibrational address, which is a greater degree of peace and well-being. Now, as you're saturated in this, scan the room as we did in the beginning and give away this to everyone. Just inside, just kind of blow a kiss to people. Stretch out your hands and say, you're blessed. I confer mighty blessings upon you. I want you to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be in joy. I want you to be prosperous. I want you to be divinely successful. Just give it all away. Give it all away. Because you only get to keep what you give away. You only get to keep what you give away. It becomes a part of your address. Where do I live? Hey, now I am here. Where do I live? Hey, now I am here in peace. Where do we live? Hey, now I live in joy. Where do we live? Hey, now I am here in enthusiasm. And that's where I am. And that's where I'm going. Breath. Release. Come into this moment of prayerful tryst with the presence that is never an absence. And feel as that dynamic enthusiasm has taken over your morning. That the divine joy has taken over your morning. You may have walked in with something else, but you're walking out with a new date. You're walking out with a divine, affirmative, transformational, eternal presence. And so feel just like the seed of a mustard seed. Just feel just a little tiny bit of gratitude. You know, you're becoming an alchemist in this moment. Now, every true alchemist knows this truth, that in order to turn lead to gold, you have to have a little tiny bit of the vibration of gold. If you have a tiny bit of the vibration of gold, through alchemical means, you can then shift the vibration of lead to a frequency of gold. So if you have just a little bit of joy, just a little bit of peace, a little bit of prosperity in your mind, it's little, but that's like the seed of the mustard tree, that little bit would transform your entire You'll become a great alchemist and transmute that gold to every part of your existence. So find a little bit of something to be grateful for. A little bit of something to be at peace with. A little bit of something to feel that your need is met. As we just amplify it now. Energy flows where our attention goes. We amplify it. We're aware of the joy. We're aware of the gratitude. We're aware of the peace. We're aware of the abundance. And with great gratitude and thanksgiving and appreciation, we begin to recognize our silent partner everywhere. We begin to recognize the hands of God operating in our life. We begin to recognize the presence. And then we feel, oh my God, when I'm recognizing, I am at one with. I'm one with this presence. My life is the life of God Almighty, God all beauty, God all joy, God all intelligence. I'm one with God. Say it.
I'm one with God.
And it's from this awareness of divine oneness, which is not blaspheming the presence of God, mind you, because God wants to come into its own as your life. It's not blaspheming the presence of God because you can't draw from God and leave anything less. You're multiplying the presence. God gets to be everywhere in form through you. You got a mission. And so in this awareness of oneness with God, the word is spoken and the word is law and the word is lawful. It never compromises its nature nor contradicts itself. And the word that is being spoken is emanating from the consciousness of oneness. And I have the privilege and the honor of speaking the word for each of us that absolutely reflects and reveals the one presence, the one power, the one love. I speak the word this morning. That divine freedom and soulful liberation takes over us. That we're unencumbered and totally free from any sense of scarcity thinking, lack thinking, limitation thinking, separation thinking. We're totally free. The word is spoken for our freedom and liberation. The word is spoken. That our steps are ordered by the Lord. Our steps are ordered by a transcendent law of love and peace. And we're guided to be and to do what is necessary to absolutely be the right condition of the perennial unfoldment that's taking place within us. We've got it all. Say, I've got it all. It's unfolding through me. And the word is spoken. The divine health reigns supreme, mentally, emotionally, physically. All of our etheric bodies, our subtle bodies, our astral body, now in complete alignment with our celestial body. We're free, unfettered and free to be whole and healthy. And the word is spoken that all of our needs are met. And it's happening right now. When? It's happening right now. Every organ, action, function of the body, temple, the mental body, the emotional body, everything is ordered according to a divine pattern. All of our relations are shot through with eternity. Right action is occurring everywhere in our life because our vibrational address is in the kingdom of heaven, which is at hand now. Heaven is expanding good. And so feel into that. The world is not giving you this. And the world can't take it away. The world isn't giving you this peace and this joy. Your friends can't give it to you. No one can give. The world can't give you this. It's already been given by God. You've got to be gracious enough to receive it. Because the world didn't give it to you. The world can't take it away. You can revel in it. Oh, I am here. I am now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. I am here. I am here. I am here. Woo. CB, give him a little something.
You light the earth with sun. You know how it's all done. You know the best is yet to come. You know and you tell me. You paint my life with grace. You hold the stars in space. I know your love for me restores my faith. You know and you tell me. You are all the birds and bees. You're all the songs I sing. And what I give, I know I get to keep. You know and you tell me. You're there when it all ends. You're there when it all begins again. I know you are for me the highest plan. You know and you tell me. You speak to me in the songs that I sing, that a better day is dawning, and at every turn a lesson's learned. I can't worry 'cause you're so deep inside, calling to me in my dreams. Life is more than it appears to be. Speak to me in the earth and the trees, that a better day is dawning, and at every turn a lesson's learned. I can't worry, God is so deep inside, calling to me in my dreams. Life is more than it appears to be. Speak to me in the trees and the sun, that a better day is dawning, and at every turn a lesson's learned. I can't worry, God is so deep inside, calling to me in my dreams. Life is more than it appears to be.
That's right. That's right.
It appears to be
true. Take the hand of this being sitting next to you. The licensed practitioner should be standing up at this time, holding that dynamic field of love and beauty and intelligence and prosperity and wholeness for this entire congregation. We take this opportunity, and I want you to think about someone that needs this prayer. It could be more than one. It could be members of your family, friends, associates. Just think about them and bring them into your mind's eye right now, and bathe them with the divine love of this prayer. Bathe them with infinite prosperity and pure joy, divine health and wholeness. Just bathe them. And let them stand in proxy to everyone on our prayer list. Everyone that called and invited themselves to receive prayer. Let them stand in proxy for everyone in this nation, everyone around the globe, all of our brothers and sisters, regardless of rhetoric of the other that's sweeping through the nation at times, with bigotry and racism and anti-Semitism, and we rise above and see one life, one power, one presence. All beings are our brothers and sisters. And we hold this vibration and allow it to demonstrate through our thought, our perception, our conversation, until that which is within shows up as the without. We bow inwardly to our silent partner. We give thanks. The presence of God is right here and right now. And we just give thanks that more than what we can even articulate right now, there's more good flowing through us. Surprises us, shocks and amazes us. Because it's unlimited. So for this, we stand in thanksgiving that becomes our thanks living. And we let it be, now and unto forevermore. If you're in vibrational harmony with this prayer, simply say, and so it is. And so I am. And so we are. Now, so be it. Amen. Amen. Ashe. Shalom. Salam. Aho. Hallelujah. We're ready. We're ready. We're available.